Faith, unbreakable, and hope, untamable, and love, unstoppable. Oh, this is my inspiration. Oh, this is my inspiration.
Inspiration Junkie Radio Show is your place for positive, uplifting, inspirational music and stories. Whether you're feeling down or just need a little lift, look up and tune in to Inspiration Junkie.
Oh, this is my inspiration.
You're listening to the Inspiration Junkie Radio Show. I'm your host, Tommy Mullins, and our special guest on today's show is Miss Johnna Day. Johnna, what's up?
Hey, not much. Back in my hometown.
Good to have you. This
Thanks
is her
for coming.
hometown. Where's your home now?
Owensboro, Kentucky, my hometown. I live in Nashville now.
You're in Nashville now.
Yeah.
Hitting the big time now.
Just songwriting and
That's awesome.
maybe clogging still a little bit. I don't know.
Is that right?
Well, maybe.
That's awesome. What do you say, let's kick it off with a song?
Cool.
You
Sounds
want to
good.
introduce it?
Yeah, this one's Highway 81. Actually called my mom up, I guess like a month ago, and had an idea to write this song from her perspective of growing up in a little white house on Highway 81. And I'm sure y'all know Highway 81 out here. So, yeah, I thought I'd open with that one. So.
Cool. Right here on Inspiration Junkie Radio, Johnna Day with Highway 81.
Early in the morning, we'd wake up in that little white house where we grew up. Daddy built it with his own two hands from the ground up on Highway 81. Yeah. Learned a lot about hard work, had a couple summer loves on Highway 81. Potatoes and green beans in the cellar laid out. After a hard day of work, we'd let them dry out. Mama washed all of our clothes with her bare hands, and Daddy never stopped working, even on the weekends. On Highway 81, yeah. I learned a lot about hard work, had a couple summer loves on Highway 81. Yeah. On Highway 81, yeah. Learned a lot about hard work, had a couple summer loves on Highway 81. Yeah. Early in the morning, we'd wake up.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
It's killer because I know something about green beans and taters. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I love the catchy hook on that song, too. It's a really awesome song.
Thank you.
Johnna, tell the listeners how you got started in music.
So,
What was the inspiration in that?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. So when I was growing up, I homeschooled for a lot of my life, and my mom was really good at getting us into social things like clogging and taking music lessons. So I actually started taking lessons from Virginia Blanford. I'm sure a lot of you guys know the Blanfords, and she was so encouraging in my writing too, because when I was about 14, I started writing things, without words, instrumental things. And I went in and played for her. I think I was just playing on the piano one day before one of my lessons, and she said, "What's that?" And I said, "That's just something I wrote," and I got shy about it. And then she actually had me play at recitals and just show that I could get up there and play something that I wrote. So that's kind of how that got started.
Cool. We ready to do another song?
Yeah, I'm going to do one on piano.
Okay. We'll just let you move over there. I think this is instrumental, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So, and you've composed this song, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
this one is called Standing and Swinging, and I decided to do that because in the middle of it kind of changes, but I was kind of excited just to do a composition tonight just because it changes things up a little bit with no words, so yeah, I thought I'd
That's
try
awesome.
it out.
Standing and Swinging. Johnna Day was Standing and Swinging on the Inspiration Junkie radio show. Very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
You know, I got to say this. That song, when I hear it, it like reminds me, everybody's going to have a different interpretation, but what it reminds me of is I'm an early morning riser, and I like to get up and watch that sunrise. Yeah. And, you know, you have the darkness just before the light, right?
Yeah.
And the sun, you see that just the color spectrum come across the horizon, and then the sun begins to rise. And it's like, once it gets all the way up there, you're like, ta-da!
Yes, yeah.
You know,
really
how in the world does that sun hang up there by itself,
I know,
you know?
Right?
only a creator could have
yeah.
made that happen, you know?
I agree.
It's awesome.
I know, it's beautiful too. And just like, I love hearing just people's inputs on pieces like that, because like you said, everybody will have a different, you know, visual. Some people see a lot of color. Some people have a literal painting like right in front of them when they hear music. And that's the cool thing about songs without words, is just, it really gives you room to breathe a little bit. You know?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you're listening to the Inspiration Junkie radio show. I'm your host, Tommy Mullins. Today, our special guest is Johnna Day. Hey, Johnna, this is the segment of the show where we ask our guest artists to share an inspirational story. This show is not just about music, it's about the inspirational stories as well that go along with the music.
Sure.
I would ask you just to share your heart with our listeners.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay. So growing up, I was brought up Catholic, and so I had... you know, I had a foundation of God in my life, which I'm really grateful for. For a while, I went through a lot. I had depression, and I actually stayed in a residential community for about 11 months in Ohio. And while I was there, it took me a long time to kind of let go of things in life, just as we all struggle. But one thing that kept coming around was the fact that I wasn't acknowledging God in my life. And I think that had a lot to do with feeling alone and not having a, you know, the Creator as something in the morning to thank, and
Amen.
something bigger than you. You know, like you said, not just music. Music is way bigger than I am, but not just that. It's also God. So that's something I was really grateful for, and to have a family to back me up when I needed help too. So I'm really grateful for all the chances, that second chances they've given me to just keep continuing songwriting and doing music, because it's what I love, and they've been 100% behind me. So yeah, and actually, on that note, the residential community, when I was there, I met Jennifer Palovich, and we together decided to start our own organization. And so it would be kind of similar, like a residential community. It'll start in Ohio, probably. And actually, there's a property she was looking at today, so we're pretty excited about that. But
Super.
yeah, so we want to get that going, and I'll be on the board for that. And I'm really excited because they'll have, it's actually going to be called Tula Co-op, and Tula is a word in Greek, I believe, for strength and balance. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You ready to do another song?
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce it?
Okay, so this one really goes along with that story really well. Thanks for asking.
Awesome.
It's called Worth It. And a lot of times I thought some of the songs, of course, I'd write, I would edit them and just think all the words were cheesy. And then I was really inspired by Sarah Bareilles' song Brave. And she just says, say what you want to say, let the words fall out. And I was like, okay, I'm tired of like editing everything ever and just making it super work. So I decided just to write this song about self-worth and just have it what it was. Yeah.
All right, right here on Inspiration Junkie Radio, Johnna Day with Worth It.
You packed my bags, told me to leave, said I could never be the person I should be. Well, look at me, I still believe that I'm incredible and beautiful. You told me I could never be better than a fighter, but I know why. Different stars shine brighter. Yeah, I'm worth it, worth it, worth it. Oh, I'm worth it. Yeah, I'm not perfect. Yeah, but I'm worth it. No, I won't turn back into someone else. No, there's nothing wrong with learning to love yourself. So take old words, turn them around, create the world a sound all your own now. You told me I can never be better than a fighter, but I know why. Different stars shine brighter. Yeah, I'm worth it, worth it. I'm worth it. Oh yeah, I'm worth it. Yeah, I'm not perfect. Yeah, but I'm worth it. And on those days you feel like no one knows, you feel like you don't know where to go. Just keep your head up high, look up to the sky, and know that you're worth it, you're worth it. You're worth it. Oh no, you're worth it. worth it. Yeah, you're not perfect. Yeah, but you're worth it. Na 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 na. Oh yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Nobody's perfect. Yeah, but we're worth it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Different stars shine brighter. I love that lyric in that
Thank
song
you.
right there. We're all made to shine, right?
That's right.
It takes some people a little longer to find their light, but I'm telling you what, that's what this show's about, shining that light out there.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Inspiration Junkie Radio Show. I'm your host, Tommy Mullins. Today, our special guest is Johnna Day. If I were to ask you today, what does an everyday look like in the life of Johnna Day? What would you tell everyone?
Cool. Okay, so I wake up and have toaster strudels No, I don't. I love toaster strudels. I don't know. So I actually work at Kroger, so I have an early shift, 6 to about 2 or 2:30, and I finish, and then at night I try to schedule as many writing sessions as possible, and I set my keyboard up in my room and my computer with Pro Tools and everything, and just try to write as much as possible. The last couple months I've really been just in the house writing, and then every once in a while I'll be like, hey, I need to try out some of my new stuff. And Nashville's really great. They have like tons of songwriter nights that you can just, I don't know, I just call friends and then just book a couple, like a writer's round, 3 in a row, you know.
Yeah.
And we each do 3 songs, and I'll try out like a new one and then see how it goes. And if it, so
That's pretty cool.
something like that, I guess.
Cool. Well, I think someone's going to be joining you on this next song,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
And we'll welcome your friend, Becca Jones.
Yes.
Becca, welcome to Inspiration Junkie Radio Show.
Thank you.
Good to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
Everybody's got to travel together. You got to have, you got to
Yes.
travel in pairs nowadays, right?
Yeah, we were jamming
So
in
it's
the
cool.
car.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
That is pretty awesome. So why don't you tell the listeners about this next song?
So this one is about a little mixture of like everything we talked about before, going through a dark spot in life, and they come around every once in a while. But this one I called "Start Again" because you can choose to wake up every day and start again. And so that day I just felt really inspired to once again just lay it all out, write it on my notebook, and do "Start Again." So, yeah, and Becca is an amazing singer. I met her at school, and so she can really bring the song to life because it's just a big ballad, and I feel like it needs power.
Oh,
So,
yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, you were talking about starting over again. I got to say, you can wake up every day and start over again, and it's because of God's mercies. They're new every day, and we can be thankful for that.
Yeah.
So right here on Inspiration Junkie, Johnna Day and Becca Jones.
Never thought I'd have a second chance
is over. No more frozen hearts and this violence. Storm the castle walls with song. Here's a chance to start again, to start again, to start again, to start again. Never thought I'd have a second chance to start over, to find inner strength. But look at me now. Here's a chance to start again, 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 to start again. To start again, to start again.
Beautifully written song, beautifully rendered, Becca. Great
Oh,
job.
thank you.
Great job. Johnna, what a pleasure it's been to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Man, we're gonna have to do it again sometime.
I would love it.
It'd
I'd
be
just
awesome.
love it.
Your zeal and love for music just shines. I know. It's awesome that you're shining your light here
Thank
for
you.
Inspiration Junkie today. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You've been listening to the Inspiration Junkie radio show with special guest Johnna Day and our friend Becca Jones. You can find more inspirational music and stories at inspirationjunkie.net. I'm your host, Tommy Mullins, and until next time, keep shining your light.
Faith unbreakable and hope untamable and love unstoppable. Oh, this is my inspiration. Oh, this is my inspiration.
Inspiration Junkie Radio Show is your place for positive, uplifting, inspirational music and stories. Whether you're feeling down or just need a little lift, look up and tune in to Inspiration Junkie.
Oh,